Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
Man, this defense is reeling already. First play of the game, and you give up an explosive play in the passing game just like that. They better collect themselves and buckle up and get ready to go.
Pulls it and fires to the left. That's a 45 on his way. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Line getting set on second down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Tennessee.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. And as a result, it's an incompletion.
He fires it out to the right. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Vols line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteer! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the but not until he picked up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. Fires on the move. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Running back searching for a hole.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver shows motion. Right back to the well. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking to throw for it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack at another offensive odyssey. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed him. He's loose. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain.
He'll take a shot. A catch in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Number 8.
Getting set for the point after.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Old Dominion rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Ballard Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going for it all. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Got a lot of running room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're lining up to boot it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Completions are great. You want to get completions, obviously, a huge part of the game. A dummy could say that right now. But You don't want to get your quarterback killed. You got to protect him a little bit better.
The option look. Quick toss. Across the 25, he's got room. Just trucks through it. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it. And
can anyone catch him? He's at the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Sellers. Gets it out quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. Bringing the heat. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first.
And that's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter.
New set of downs after that completion. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And now on second down for this offense. On the run, it's Sanders. And the Gamecocks get it past the sticks.
Well, it's a nice run there to keep the drive going, get the first down. I'll tell you guys, I'm impressed so far by this offense and their ability to run it early.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Caught over the middle. It's Hunt. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Direct snap. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the offense. Now the play fake. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Rifles it down the middle. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Fair catch called for and made. South Carolina offense is back on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking to throw it. He tries to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Gets it out fast. And into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Coming out with it, it's Lewis. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Hands it off. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 45 on its way. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Going up top on 1st down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. They're going to get another chance after throwing the ball away. That roughing the passer call quite fortuitous for this offense. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. He's got it. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Breaks the tackle.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Finds his big tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Sanders. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The give to the left. Shakes off the defender.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They'll immediately call timeout. need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to get the corner. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Leaves it with the back. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And it's caught! Touchdown, Gamecocks! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for space. It's Sampson. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Volunteers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. South Carolina offense is back on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And the Gamecocks pick up the first down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. It's complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, Way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Trying to find his man on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? They'll run play action. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Volunteers are on the move. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Now he's going to break the pocket. Grabbed over the middle. It's Keith. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And this offense has gotten all wrong, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. He's back to throw on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Staley. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
46, Tennessee, 35.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
Man, it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 10. Touchdown ball! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the third. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks. You have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. On the move to his left. Lets it fly. Got his man all by himself. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense not showing press coverage. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Fires to the right. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
What an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
It's a reverse. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Good timing and execution on the jet sweep. They're able to use his speed on the perimeter to help generate that first down.
The Vols with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On second down, he's looking downfield. The short hands, it's Lewis.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Vols have taken it inside the 20. Wide out in motion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. From the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Thornton. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, wants to throw. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. with that, they move out front here in the fourth. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the big fella. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Nice job by the tight end making the catch and playing physical. You're a big body guy, man. Make him feel that. Nice job breaking an extra tackle, getting some extra yards for his team.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Powers through the defender. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll give it to the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. They'll go with a direct snap. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense playing a bail technique. Looking to pass on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. On the move at the 30. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
That's caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
The sure hands, it's Brown. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down in the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Lewis. Still running at the 40. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. To the air on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. They move on top here in the 4th. He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there getting set.
South Carolina, 49.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Quarterback extends the play. It's caught. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
First down for the offense.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Snap it to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Goes to the option. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down Lions defense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Tennessee.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Fires into the end zone. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Volunteers inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Firing to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown Vols! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
Tennessee 63, South Carolina 49.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Here's a throw downfield late. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with the dough.
The Volunteers want to move quickly.
Brings up the 2nd down.
Off play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. The throw. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us.